Hello, everyone. My name is Dean. I'm here to give you a presentation on SQL Diagnostic Manager from MySQL, that's also known as Monyog. I'll guide you through some aspects of Monyog that will help you understand how it will improve the performance of your MySQL environment. This is something that will be geared towards helping you understand what you can do to tweak some of our performance issues, address some of the underlying causes that may cause some lags and some bottlenecks in your MySQL server, and it will also help you understand what you can do to you know uh, keep your MySQL server in a healthy condition. So that's what we're going to do. Let me just quickly give you an overview of what we are discussing today. So uh, SQL Diagnostic Manager is a MySQL enterprise solution that helps you get a bird's eye view of everything that's happening in your MySQL environment. So as you can see, this is the overview page. This will help you, get a complete overview, as name suggests, of what's happening here. So you'll be able to not only just see the number of servers that you have, you'll also be able to see if any of the servers that you have added in the past, if they are disconnected, you'll be able to see that here. You'll be able to see the key areas which you need to address right now, right away on this particular page. So the critical alerts and warning alerts are the key areas that you will need to address. They are right here, and just a rule of thumb: everything is a click away in SQL Diagnostic Manager from MySQL. So you just need to click on stuff to get things done. So you'll just need to click on the clear critical or warning alerts here to understand what they are, like this. Once you click on them, you'll be able to, it will take you to the servers page where you'll be able to see the critical alerts in red and warning alerts in yellow. You just need to click on one of them, and you'll be able to see the detail of that alert. Again, when you further click on it, you'll be able to understand what the alert is. You'll be able to see the monitor details, and it will also provide you a generic advice on what you need to do during such an alert. If you have addressed that alert, then you just need to click on close to close it out. You can get to the overview page by just clicking on this overview icon or the SQL DM for MySQL icon that you see on the top left corner here. Now, as you can see, we have top 10 queries from all the servers that are running in your MySQL environment. So you'll be able to see that here. Now you can filter them out as we have done here. You can also add further servers by just clicking on this. So once you have filtered and added all the servers, just click on apply, and you'll be able to see that the total number of servers are here, and you'll be able to understand what kind of work you need to do. So here you'll be able to see that there are top 10 running queries. Now, as I mentioned before, you just need to work on it by clicking on stuff. So you just need to click on the query to get the query detail. You'll be able to see the average latency, the total time, the count, the first and last scene, the servers on which that particular query ran. All those details are just a click away. You will need to just click on them to understand that, and you can also filter them out again by clicking on the servers and removing the servers on which you do not wish to focus. So you just need to do this to get the results. So this is just a quick overview where you will be able to quickly understand the areas where you can focus on. This page also shows the registration name, so you'll be able to see the registration name of your license. And this page also has an option for documentation. So you just need to click on this to go to a page for knowledge base. So SQL Diagnostic Manager for MySQL knowledge base has all the information that you need to guide you through working on this particular software. We also have a chat icon, so that is something that is here. you can work on this and click on this to chat with me or Mehul, who will be able to help you and guide you through all the things that are related to SQL DM for MySQL. Now, let's move on to the servers page. So you can click on this particular icon to go to the servers page, and you'd like to then understand how to add a server, because once you add a server, you'll be able to understand what are the areas where you will need to focus on to improve its performance. So this is how you do it. You just click on add a new server. So this will ask you the MySQL host, port, username, and password here. Now we have several connection types. You can either choose a direct connection by adding the username and the password here with the host and MySQL port, or you can choose an SSH tunneling. So that will allow you to do secure tunneling, and that will be allow you to connect to your MySQL server through an SSH tunneling. You can also opt for SSL encryption, more secure connection will allow you to make sure that there are no backdoors, and this is something that is quite preferred by our clients. Once you do that, once you have selected a connection, just click on test to test out that particular connection. So let me just pull up one of the servers to show you how it's done. So we had a direct connection here. We clicked on test to see that the configurations are correct. It says text connection successful, and that is how it will show up. Now, you can put a tag on this particular server. So tags not only just allow you to differentiate between different kind of servers, it is also something that can be used to apply a particular setting. So let's say you have put a particular setting to this particular server. Once you have done that, once you have put that particular setting, you can apply that particular setting to all the servers with the same tag. So for example, if I have a GCS tag on multiple servers, I can apply that particular setting to all the servers with same GCS tags. So all the Galera clusters will have similar settings. That's again pretty useful in helping you save time and money in adding a setting to each particular server. Now, notification is one of the most important parts of MySQL monitoring. You'd like to get notified about all the issues that are running, not only on a general email address on which all the notification for that particular server will go. You'd also like to get a notification, specialized notifications on particular email address as well. So that's why we have this particular advanced option. So we have email notification, SNMP, syslog, and Slack notification. In email notification, you can just click on advanced and add more emails according to your requirement. So you can get notifications for critical alerts, warning alerts, or any kind of alert. That way, only critical or warning alert will be sent to these particular email addresses. You can add more email addresses here. We also have, as I mentioned before, syslog and Slack notification. You can go ahead and add those particular details right here on the settings section. Now, once you have done that, as I mentioned before, you can either apply this setting to this particular server or to all the servers with the same tag as this one. So this way, let's say if you have an RDS server, all the RDS servers will have same kind of setting. So this is one of the parts that is quite important. Uh, Now, just a quick look through the advanced section. So this is not just for users who want to drill deep into the MySQL monitoring aspect of your work on SQL DM for MySQL. This is also for those who wants to understand and remove some of the aspects that you're not using. So first of all, you will just need to adjust the data collection. It is by default 5 minutes, and data retention time is 30 seconds, but it's up to you on what you make of it. So you can put a data collection interval to 30 seconds, and SQL DM for MySQL will collect the data every 30 seconds. Data retention time frame will allow you to retain the data for this specific number of days. You can again adjust it according to your need. You can put 365 days to make sure that the data for an entire year is retained. It's up to you on how long you want the data to be retained. Now, We have a specified setting called sniffer. Sniffer allows you to pick out queries that ran for less than 1 second. Those queries are the ones that can cause some kind of yeah, that becomes locking queries and then cause bottlenecks and then cause performance issues. So sniffer is something that, as the name suggests, sniffs out those queries and make sure that your performance of your MySQL server is not impeded. So sniffer setting will allow you to sniff in three particular modes. We have process list, we have performance schema, and we have MySQL proxy. Performance schema is only applied to MySQL version 5.6.14 and above. So this is something that is applied to that particular version. Process list will take snapshots every second of your MySQL server. Now you can adjust that particular sniffing time according to your need. Again, you can also adjust the data retention time because, as I mentioned before, everything in SQL Diagnostic Manager for MySQL is customizable. Now, it's up to you on how you filter the queries. There are some long-running queries that you can monitor here. So all you need to do is enable this particular option and set what a long-running query is. It's up to you. You can set 20 seconds or 30 seconds as long-running query as well. Now, there are some queries that some of the users in your team will run for reports that will run for more longer than 20-30 seconds. So, or you can just put those queries here, ignore them by just the queries or by the user. Once you do that, you can make sure that SQL DM for MySQL takes action on those queries. So you can get notification for that query. You can kill that query, or SQL DM for MySQL can go ahead and provide you a notification and then automatically kill that particular query. So this way, you can automatically take an action on any long-running query that may, cause any kind of harmful effect on your MySQL environment. So you can again get notifications on multiple channels. There is email, SNMP, syslog, Slack. It's up to you. So once you do that, you can again apply this server to this setting to this server or to all the servers with same tags. This is designed to make sure that some of the work of killing queries that are running for longer than necessary are killed right away, and some things are automated in your daily work routine when you use SQL DM for MySQL. This will allow you to get a peace of mind at some aspects of your MySQL monitoring. Now, you can also remove, so we have 600 plus monitors that will allow you to monitor every, aspect of your MySQL environment. You can disable some of those on monitors or enable them here. Under advanced, you can go to monitors and just disable the monitors that you do not plan to work on. So let's say if you do not need any RDS or row matrices, you can just disable them here. And if you plan to have InnoDB deadlocks, you can just enable that here. And it's up to you on which monitors you enable and disable. So these are just some advanced settings that you can apply when adding a server. Once you have done that, you will need to focus on other aspects, and that will help you improve the performance of your MySQL server. So one of those aspects is the dashboard. So dashboard is a graphical user interface, somewhere where you can understand what's happening in your MySQL environment in a more graphical way. So and there are several performance matrices which will allow you to understand, what aspect of your MySQL environment needs the attention. So those performance matrices can be easily understand and understood on this particular page. So all you need to do is go to dashboard and then pick out any kind of metric that you want to focus on, and you'll be able to just scroll down and see plenty of them. So we have some matrices that are preloaded. For example, if you wanted to see the queries that were executed in your master server, you can just see that here. Not only can you see that particular graph here, you can expand and work on it. So all you need to do is just click on this particular icon to expand, or you can just click on this particular icon to download the chart and then work on it, analyze it later. So once you do that, you'll be able to see the queries that were executed at all periods of time in your MySQL environment. So let's say if you wanted to focus on a particular time period, you can just drag your cursor here, and you'll be able to see the queries that were executed during that particular time frame. So again, everything is a click away. You can just click on them to understand, to see the normalized query, the example query, and all the other details that you need on that particular query that ran at that particular time. You can also see the query explain result by clicking on this particular tab. So this is something that will allow you to see how, what caused a spike at what particular moment in your MySQL server and what query ran during that particular time. You can drill this further by dragging your cursor further here, and moreover, you will be able to export these details further and share it with your team as well. All you need to do is click on this, and you'll be able to export it as CSV as well. You can add further tables here. So let's say you wanted to see first scene, last scene. You wanted to review the log time, and you wanted to make sure that the number of rows affected and examined were also viewed. So all you need to do is enable those options and click on apply. And once you scroll here, you'll be able to see that detail here. So this is something that is pretty useful. Again, everything is a click away, so you can just click on stuff to see what it does. You can play with it to see how it can help you. You'll be able to understand what kind of queries or what kind of stuff was happening at what particular time. And we not only have query for number of queries executed, but we have various performance matrices that are preloaded. Now you can build your own dashboard as well on this particular page. So all you need to do is click on this particular option and create your own dashboard. Now once you do that, first you need to add the name of that dashboard. Then you'll need to just enable the kind of things that you want to focus on. So let's say if you wanted to focus on build a dashboard just for InnoDB, you just need to enable the InnoDB dashboard here, and put the detail here. Once you do that, you just need to click on analyze, save, and you'll be able to see a whole new dashboard available for you. So once you do that, you'll be able to focus on that particular aspect of your MySQL environment monitoring. So those dashboards, those kind of graphs will be available here every time that you need it. You can select the kind of information that you need. So you can not only just view all the information from all the servers that are there. You can select the kind of information that you want to see. So you can deselect the server that you do not want to focus on, and just click on apply, and you'll be able to see the detail for the server that you want to focus on today. And again, this will allow you to drill deep into what's happening in your MySQL environment at what particular time, and work on it. Uh, you can also customize the time frame. So you can not only just choose a specific time frame. You can go ahead and do a custom time frame as well. So you just need to select that, and you'll be able to see the details on this particular dashboard here. Now, these are just some of the performance matrices. You can again see that we have various dashboards here, and those dashboards can be customized here. So as you can see, we have several preloaded dashboards. It's up to you on how you customize it according to your need. So this was the dashboard section. Now, as I mentioned before, we have 600 plus monitors in this particular app. So those monitors help you understand how to improve the performance, what areas you may need to focus on. So let's say if you wanted to focus on the CPU utilization, security, replication, and RDS Aurora instance matrices. All those details, you can focus on them by just clicking on these monitors. So these monitors will help you point at the areas where you can focus on. So let's say if you picked up a monitor for RDS Aurora instance matrices, you can just go ahead and enable this monitor to understand the CPU utilization. All you need to do is click on them, and you'll be able to enable this here. You just need to put a value here, and a description and advice text will help you and your teammates understand what this particular monitor does. So that's something that we encourage you to play with. You can put your own description and advice text for this particular monitor, so that any team member who also works on this particular app with you can also understand what this particular monitor does. You can customize the alerts here. So this is where you set the critical and warning threshold. So you can just set the critical and warning threshold, and that way you'll get the yellow and red warnings right there on the server's page. um, Once you do that, you'll be able to get the monitors up and running right away. So as you can see, we have monitors for Percona, we have monitors for Galera instances, and there are lots of them. We have monitors that will allow you to understand, beef up the security of your MySQL environment. You'll be able to see connection history through some of the monitors. You just need to click on them, or click on this particular graph to see the trend for the connection history or any other aspect. So this is again something that helps you understand what's happening. uh, Now you can customize this. You can add your own time frame, or select the server on which you want to work on by just selecting the servers. You can also add your own monitor. So once you select any kind of monitor group, and this is the monitor group, so once you select any kind of monitor group, you can just click on this and add your own monitor. So you just need to put name and the group on in which you want that particular monitor, and then you just need to put the formula and the value there. Again, a description and advice text will help your teammates understand what this monitor is there for. You can also put custom alert conditions here, so that you get warning alerts and critical alerts for this particular monitor as well. So as you can see, we have plenty of options to help you customize your monitoring experience, and this will help you see where are the areas where you need to focus on, and again, it will help you improve the performance of your MySQL server. So these are some of the monitors that we have, and now we'll move on to something that is the meat and potatoes, as we say, of SQL Diagnostic Manager. So Query Analyzer is one of the most important features we have for our presentation here. So as I mentioned before, we have a feature that's called Sniffer that sniffs out queries that ran for less than 1 second. So you can use that particular feature on any of these particular servers. And once you do that, you just need to click on Analyze to analyze that particular server. So as you can see, everything is customizable. I can customize the server on which I want this particular feature to run. I can customize the kind of query analysis I want. I can use Sniffer to sniff out queries that ran for less than 1 second, or I can use this low query log or general query log as well. You can customize the number of days here, and once you do that, you will get a color coded result. So you can see the top trending queries here, and as I mentioned before, everything is a click away, so you can just click on them to get the query details. So all the details, that is the normalized query, the example query, the query execution time, and all the other details are right here. You can see the explain result as well by just clicking on it, and you'll be able to see the optimized query for this particular query right here. So as you can see, everything is a click away, and you'll be able to pick out queries that may cause bottlenecks as well. So all you need to do is see the average latency, or understand the query count on the number of times it ran, You can also add further information. If you want to see the rows that were affected, the lock time, all those details uh, that you wanted to see, you just need to enable them and click on apply, and you will be able to see that detail here. So this is something that will help you understand if there are any kind of queries that may affect the performance of your MySQL server. Once you do that, you'll be able to see that query right here and click on them to understand what that query is and what is the optimized version of that query and what you can do to improve it. So this is something that you can see, export as a result to with your teammates as well. So you just need to click on this particular icon to export this particular result as CSV. Now you can see the queries with errors, with warnings, poor indexes. All those details are available here, and you'll be able to see the graphical overview of that particular query by just clicking on it. Now, this is Query Analyzer. It, as the name suggests, it analyzes the queries that are running in your MySQL environment, and it helps you, pick out queries that may cause problems in future, and that way you can remove or optimize those queries to improve the performance of your MySQL server. We also have another option that's called real time. Now, real-time feature is something that allows you to do a debugging session for your MySQL server on, as the name suggests, on a real-time basis. So let's say if you wanted to do a session for your MySQL server, all you need to do is we have several preloaded sessions from several dates here, but you can also start a new session by clicking on selecting the server and clicking on start a new session. So you'll be able to see the heartbeat view of your production server right here. So in a few moments you'll be able to see the queries that are running through that production server here, and as you can see there is an heartbeat view. So you'll be able to see this particular server, and details will be available on the queries that are running in your production server right away. So what you can do is once this particular page fills out, you can drag your cursor to understand what kind of query ran at what particular time, why there was a spike at that particular time, and if there was a spike, what you can do to address that. So I can just drag my cursor here to understand what queries ran at that particular time, and I can just click on this to understand the total time it took, and then click on that particular query to get the query details. So this is pretty simple. You can understand, what kind of queries run at these particular time. But not only queries, you can also focus on tables, databases, log queries, locking queries. All those details are available by just clicking on them. You can just view what kind of tables that were affected, what kind of databases were affected during this live debugging session. Again, you can export this result as CSV. You can add further results here. So let's say if you wanted to see the full table scan for this, you can select this. If you wanted to see the error count and success count and warning count, you can do this and apply those options. Just scroll here to view those details. So this is again something that will help you understand what is happening in your production server. If there was a lag or a spike at a particular time when you were not available, let's say at 2 a.m. at night, and you wanted to understand why there was a spike, you can just run this particular debugging session on your production server, and you can understand what happened during a particular time. So this is a real time. Uh, this is just a new session for that particular real time. Uh, you can just move out of it by clicking anywhere else. Now we have another option that's called server configuration. So server configuration helps you track the configuration of all the servers that are attached to your MySQL environment. So all you need to do is select the servers on which you want to focus on, and then click on apply, and you will be able to see all the all the configuration of all the servers that you have here. Again, you can customize it by selecting the servers that you wish to focus on, and then you can just click on this to see the change values. So you'll be able to see it values that were changed in the past few days uh, on any of these servers. This will help you understand what and compare what kind of changes were made across your MySQL environment. So let's say if you have multiple people working on the same team, one of them may do some kind of changes to a server that the other was not aware of. You can just pull up server config to understand what kind of changes were made. And once you do that, you'll be able to quickly understand what those changes were and compare nodes across your teams. Now, you can not only just compare the servers, you can also track those configuration changes. So all you need to do is select the server, select the time frame on which you wanted to work on, and again, you can do that for today, or you can just customize it, and you can just select a particular date, and you'll be able to just do that here. And once you have done that, you can just click on apply and then click on analyze to analyze the server configuration for a particular server. So once you have done that, you'll be able to see all the information of all the changes that were made on a particular server at a particular time. So during that time frame, any kind of changes will be tracked here. So this was basically just tracking server configuration. So this helps you, compare nodes, understand if there is any kind of lag between server A and B. You'll be able to track that here, and you'll be able to understand why there was that particular lag on those servers. We also have a specialized option for replication. So this is actually pretty straightforward. Let's say if you wanted to understand if the replication in your MySQL environment is working, if your servers are in sync or not, all you need to do is pull up replication, and the topology chart that refreshes automatically will allow you to understand if the replication is working. And now you can customize it according to your need, and you can click on any of these servers to get the details on these servers. Now this is just a topology chart. You will be able to see if they're in green, then the servers are stable. If one of them is not in sync, then they'll be in yellow, and if one of the servers are not connected, then they'll be in red. We support multi-source replication, so you can have multiple master and multiple slaves. Now, you can also select table of parameters. So you'll be able to see all the parameters of all the servers that are connected to your MySQL environment. You just need to scroll them and understand what's happening. So we also have audit logs that helps you understand all the you will be able to get the logs for all the servers that you are working on. We have threads that show all the commands that you execute on these servers will be executed as threads, so you can just kill a particular thread that you do not wish to work on. The way you work on them is you just need to click on these, and then customize the symbols. So let's say if there is a query that is taking long running query, and you can define a long running query by here by just putting the number here. You can put 10 or 15 seconds. Once you have defined the kind of queries, it will differentiate using these symbols, so that you can understand automatically what kind of query is taking a longer period of time. So you can just kill that particular query by just taking an action here. It will ask you if you're sure. Once you click on yes, you'll be able to kill that particular query. And now we have settings as well, where you will be able to do add the syslog, Slack notification, SNMP, all that details. You'll be able to add them right here. So this was basically SQL and walkthrough of SQL Diagnostic Manager for MySQL. As I mentioned before, it not only helps you understand what is happening in your MySQL environment, it helps you take action that will help you improve the performance of the MySQL server. So you can kill the queries that are taking a long period of time. You can pick out queries and sniff out queries that ran for less than 1 second but may cause bottlenecks. You can add your own, see if there is some configuration changes and track them. You'll be able to see if any kind of issues may pop up during on your production server using real time. You'll be able to have several monitors and dashboards that will help you keep an eye on all the aspects of your monitoring, MySQL monitoring, and get a report on it. So these are just tools that help you understand what you can do to improve the performance of your MySQL server. Monyog is designed to do that, and it is something that is quite customizable. So that's the presentation for today. My name is Dean. You can connect me or Mehul by clicking on this chat icon here in the app, or you can go to webyug.com to connect with us. Uh, SQL Diagnostic Manager is a subscription product, so you can just purchase a license and get a subscription key for it. You can contact us at mehul@idera.com or dean@idera.com, get special pricing offers. We also have another new team member, Sarah. You can contact her at sarah.pinchback@idera.com to get any kind of information on or pricing on pricing on new license purchase. Uh, that's all from me today. Thanks for your time and have a blessed day. Take care.